What's up, everybody? It is your boy here, Controversy. And today, guys, we're going to be doing an album review. Today, we're going to be reviewing Lil PP's I Can't Get Abs. This is his first debut album. He released this around May, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, let's get to it. If you guys have any other album or songs you guys want me to react to from you or from your favorite artist, hit me up down below in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so we got the intro. First of all, I'm not gonna go break down every song. This is gonna take forever if we do that. But I first have to comment on the production. I thought that the production was solid. There's definitely a lot of soul and jazz production in this album. It's kind of giving me a feel to Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." Definitely a Childish Gambino influence type of album, as far as production goes. And of course the singing. I definitely do love the singing. Lil PP. I feel like it's good that he's branching off and doing a lot more R&B influence type of work rather than the traditional rapping. I think that's great. Um. So the intro basically just talks about him. He can't get abs or anything like that, and but I feel like he doesn't stick to the theme. Like as I was listening to most of the songs, he didn't really elaborate on that a lot more. Like he kind of didn't stick to that theme. He's not consistent with what the album is called. That's kind of one issue I have with it. Another issue is that Lil Peep doesn't rap on beat, and that's kind of like one reason. Yeah, he doesn't rap on beat. I feel like songs like Guess What, I Don't Care, or All I Eat Is Onion Dip, man. I'm telling you, the beat in that song is insane. I feel like if he actually rapped on beat, those songs would have been a lot better. I definitely do love Guess What, I Don't Care, man. That's a song that I definitely did enjoy listening to. I love the Kendrick Lamar incorporation. I love how you kind of used his flow on when you said I don't care. Like when you said I don't care, you kind of like used it. I was like, yo, I love the Kendrick Lamar incorporation. Yeah, but yeah, and I definitely have to give props to Big Garbage, also known as Josh, also known as Lobster from Japan. His opening verse on "All My Shirts Are Size Too Small," which I love that. I love that song. He killed it. I mean, he had crazy ass bars, man. His rhymes went full circle. Great opening verse, man, from this dude. I tell you, man. Like this, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Josh is like the only rapper. When we had our little beef thing going on, a little beef, he was a worthy opponent. Worthy opponent, to be honest. I've never heard someone so ferocious and so lyrical in my life. Like, yes, like you have Ghost the rapper, you have but Josh definitely is a lot superior, man. He's very superior in my opinion. I love that sort of dark and ferocious flow, man. And then we have Ben's sister that comes in with the hook, man. I'm telling you, are you talking about Ben, like Ben Panoli? There's this dude named Ben Panoli that I know, and I know he has a sister, and I don't know if you're talking about Ben Panoli's sister. I don't know if you've heard of that PP, but comment down below if that's who you're talking about, because I know Ben Panoli. I don't know if you're talking about that, but yeah, but the hook was insane. I'm telling you, man, the album I enjoyed listening to it. I really did enjoy listening to it. I love the R&B slash jazz slash soul production feel to it. I love that, man. I think it's cool that, like I said, I think it's cool that PP's branching off and not just rapping, but also doing they're also doing some singing too. This album, I can compare this album in a way to Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." "To Pimp a Butterfly" has sort of this jazz soul type of production to it, which is the same production that I Can't Get Abs has. So I can compare those two albums together. I can tell that Lil Peep is definitely influenced by people such as Frank Ocean, Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino as well. Definitely production and singing is definitely similar here. One thing that I don't really understand in some song, but I do have like a couple of issues in a song, "I Hate Pollen" featuring Joshua. I don't know, I think you're talking about Josh right there. That album, like at first you start talking about how you hate pollen, how it makes you sneeze, but then I don't like how then Lil PP starts branching off and talking about different types of topics, like I don't know, I just don't like how he just kind of starts talking about other things that don't have anything to do with you hating pollen, you know. Like you do talk about that first, and then you just start talking about how my friends don't believe that I can be a boxer or something like that, you know. One thing that this album does lack, though, is essence. It doesn't really have essence. It doesn't really have a message. There's not really a message to it. I'm not really getting like, I'm not like, really, it lacks purpose. Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" had a purpose. You know, he was talking about sort of what it's like to be black, and I'm not saying that you got to talk about that. I'm just saying that his album had a message, black empowerment. You know, to show that black people are beautiful, that their race is beautiful. I'm not saying you got to talk about that. I'm just saying that Lil PP, I feel like this album could have been way better if it really had a message to it, like the overall message. But you just kind of like branch off and start talking about different type of things, which is all right. It's not bad, but I'm just saying there's really not an essence. There's really no purpose to it in a way. You know, I feel like there's songs where you don't really necessarily talk about like I Hate Pollen. You didn't talk about, you talked about I Hate Pollen. You said that you hated pollen in the first lines, and you just started branching off, talking about random things. But you know, overall, I enjoyed listening to this album. I thought it was a average, not average, but I thought it was a great debut. I definitely, Lil PP is definitely those rappers that is like, he's an experimental comedic rapper, you know. I definitely did enjoy listening to songs like what's your email, like very, very funny, very comedic dude. But I really do think that Lil PP can be, you know, similar, can be someone one day. I feel like one day he can be at the same height and at the same success as Childish Gambino or Frank Ocean. You know, very experimental, very comedic type of rapper. And all right, my final review for this album. Like I said, the production was solid. I love Lil PP singing, transitioning from the traditional rapping. My final review has to be 5 out of 10. I would lean into a 4 a little bit, because like I said, it doesn't really have this album doesn't really have a significant purpose. You know, I feel like every album has a purpose. This album I didn't really like discover anything new about PP. I mean, he did tell me a lot, you know, like his friend was gay and he can't get abs, and people doubt him because he can't be a boxer, you know. But what does you not being boxer have anything to do with your shirts being too small? That's what I don't get. But you know, like I said, it lacks purpose in my opinion. 2, PP doesn't rap on beat. I feel like if he actually works on, you know, him rapping, I feel like if PP actually rapped on beat, this album would have been decent, or maybe would have gotten a higher rating. That's kind of one thing I have a problem with. And yeah, that's basically it, man. You know, you just got to work on you rapping on beat, and that's it. Production was good. Like I said, 5 out of 10. I would lean into a 4. And that is it, guys. That is my album review for I Can't Get Abs. Like I said, I really did enjoy listening to this album, but 5 out of 10 is where I'm at. That is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this album review. And like I said, this is just my opinion. All right. So you guys but do you guys agree? Do you disagree? What did you think of this album? Have you listened to it? And yeah, comment down below what you guys would like me to review next. And I'll see you guys in the next video.